goes Grandma Greenwald, old man with a pan. Well, I have 4 pounds of ground pork here that I got at the supermarket on sale the other day. We're gonna make some ground pork patties. Ground pork patties, and again, we're gonna bake them in the oven like we did the salmon croquettes the other day. So these will be really, really good. We're gonna start out basically the same way. Got a lot of meat here. We have 4 pounds of meat, but I stir-fried some vegetables here. I have a half a large, extra large onion and 3 stalks of celery hearts. Actually, more than 3 stalks because I got in there. I was cutting the leaves, all of that internal celery stuff. And I have 4 cloves, not heads this time. I have 4 cloves of garlic. All right, I'm gonna mix it all at one time. So I'm gonna put the ingredients on top. I'm gonna mix it all at one time, and we're gonna double and triple mix it, or whatever we get on that. I have 2 eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and break these up just a little bit. Let me go ahead and put our 2 eggs in. Now I was coming right back at this today because, again, the other day we featured some of our gate mark pans, and I want to do the same thing today. I pulled out 4 more kind of unique baking pans from the past, and we're going to try to stuff those today. Okay, what else we have here? We have Italian seasoning. We're going to make this kind of an Italian pork. Okay, so I have 1 tablespoon. Boy, that's a lot of Italian seasoning in there, but that's okay. I'm going to put what we want in here. Here, again, this is kind of off base a little bit. I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Just cumin. Just a little bit of cumin. Give it a cumin flavor. Just a little bit of cumin. Even though we have the Italian seasoning, I'm gonna go right back with 2 teaspoons. Actually, I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon. We have the Italian also. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of ground thyme. Alrighty, what else do we have? Let's see. We'll start out with the two tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper and garlic is called the blend. Excuse me a second. Kinder's the blend. It's just a basic salt and pepper. I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon. You know I don't like to put a ton of sodium in anything. We can always add more while serving. Okay, so two little things here. We had some rosemary left from the other day. And I don't like pulling, I'm gonna pull this, but I don't like just stripping it because I want some of that flavor to pop in. And it'll pop with the stripping, but all right. Just a little bit of fresh rosemary in there. Okay, what else? What else? This is, I believe, the last, 2 more ingredients. We have some tomato paste. We're not going to coat the tops of these with tomato sauce. We're going to put tomato paste in the meat itself. So 4 pounds of meat. And what's about 6 ounces of tomato paste or so. Almost a half of these 12-ounce cans. Okay. This is our last for right now. Seven. We got 8 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs, and today we're using the Italian breadcrumbs. So 8 tablespoons, approximately a half cup or so. All right. Now let's see. Go ahead and get it all mixed up, thoroughly mixed up. The meat was cold. We're just going to jig at it and get it to where we're comfortable with it. I'm not really thrilled about it, but I'm going to have to go deep diving. Let's see if we can. Again, I don't want to beat this up. But I do want to have it thoroughly mixed so we don't just have chunks of pork down in the pans. I think we're really good here. I think we're going to be perfect here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Get in my tummy. All right. Let me wash up and we'll get to stuffing some pans. All righty. A couple things here. I said I was going to use the gate marks first. So this one is not gate marked. However, I'm jumping right into this one to start out with it. This is a 2-ounce scoop. And I believe the 2-ounce scoops are going to fit in right in there. That would make this a 1-pound pan and this a 1-pound pan. So let's just try that. Okay, I got a big old scoop now. Now, I might have overdone it with the scoop, but look at that. I'll just do a little bit less. Boy, that's smelling really good. That's not too shabby. Sure an easier way than forming patties. I think what I need to just make sure I got a full scoop, and it's going to be plump. No chipotle. Very little ketchup, but we'll put a ketchup on a few of them. How about that? Should be about 2 pounds of, around 2 pounds of meat, a little bit less. All right, here's our hard pan. And I'm not so sure, I may need to go down. I don't think we've used this for any meatloaves or anything like that. I know I've made some pecan sandies or something like that in this pan. Pork patty nuggets. You know, many years ago, I was in Taipei at the night market. Boy, oh boy, if you've never been to a Chinese night market in Hong Kong or Kowloon or Taipei or one of those guys, boy, it's a sight to be seen. The The vendors open up on the streets. It's a night market. Really a lot of fun. Lots of bells and lights and oddball stuff going on. Not bad stuff, just oddball stuff like people drinking snake blood and things like that. But they have the food vendor section and fried pork patties, yummy, yummy, yummy. Some of the best spices I've ever tasted. And I remember that's more than 40 years ago. And boy, that food was good. I happen to know that pork goes really, really, really good with mustard. That's why they put it on hot dogs. That's why they put it on sausages. We'll just put some on here, just a little bit, and I'll smear it around a little bit. Back. We got that pan stuffed. Got the other pan stuff. I'm going to set them in the oven. If I didn't say it already, the oven's preheated for 350 degrees. I'm going to put them in for 30 minutes. See where we get with that. Guess what? How about ketchup and mustard? Oh yeah. All right. We'll see what we got. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Get in my tummy. Timer. 30 minutes. Start. We're good to go, folks. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Wowzer. These things are looking absolutely amazing. I'm not going to fool with that stuff. Again, the wells didn't overflow. We got perfect little portions down in there. You see them moving around. There's nothing stuck to the pan. Wowzer. Wowzer. Wow. Look at those mustard burgers. Wow. Again, they came out. They're just sitting down in these cups. Yummy, just a sizzling. The hearts. The heart pan. Let's get just one with the mustard and ketchup. That's kind of a big one. I want a small one. Let's get this one with the ketchup only. And try that one first. All righty. See that? Plenty of veggies inside. Moist and tender. Melt in your mouth. Really tasty. Golly. Alrighty. Pork patty bake. Pork patty bake. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but delicious. Absolutely delicious. Maybe it's just a pork meatloaf. Pork meatloaf patty. We'll figure it out. Thanks for coming by, folks.